Hi guys, it's Joe and Savannah with the Relationship Society, and we are so excited to be, wow, we're in week 9 now of Get It Together program, and you guys should be cranking, and hopefully by now you've been working out your program with the Marriage Fire and the communication and going through your wish list and being able to talk through those and really connecting and touching, moving, inspiring each other through really having more dynamic communication as you're moving through the workbook and each of the steps that we've been laying out for you. So this week we're going to talk a little bit about something. If you look in your workbook and then the assessment, looking at your couple and family maps. Because when you get married or you're in a relationship, you're just not in a relationship with your spouse or your significant other or your life partner. There's actually 6 people, or more in that relationship, because you're just not marrying or together with that person. You're actually in a relationship with the entire family. So in marrying another person, you're also marrying their family. And that's something we want you to be mindful of as you look at this. So we want you to be looking at mapping your relationship. Look at your couple relationship, and also look at the computer report here. There's a couple map which indicates how you each describe your couple relationship, and a family map which indicates how you describe your family of origin. So these maps are designed to help you better understand and discuss your couple relationship and your families. The fact that families are so diverse sometimes that can add to the challenge of merging individuals from 2 families into a couple relationship. So closeness, as you look at it on the bar, there's at the bottom part there's this part here is called closeness, refers to how emotionally connected you feel to your partner and to your family. And how do you balance this idea of separateness and togetherness? And the indicators of closeness are I versus a we, and loyalty and independence versus dependence. And there are 5 levels of closeness, and we look at those balance levels. There's 3 central levels of closeness are most healthy for couples and families, while the 2 unbalanced levels, their 2 extreme ends, are more problematic. So let me kind of show it to you this way. When you look at either your family of origin or your couple relationship, you either had relationships where they were more like an I. They're more autonomous, they're more independent, they're more disconnected, or you have a family of origin, or in your relationship, which is more of an enmeshed family where there's complete togetherness and maybe bad boundaries, and there's no sense of I in the relationship. So it's either you have an I or a we, and this is more like enmeshment. And so neither one of those positions are really healthy in your dynamic. So we want you to be able to look at that, and part of that is learning to go, okay, how are we going to be in relationship? Who are we? And so you want it to kind of look like this. If you can look at this here, you have an I, who am I, and who are we as a couple, so that you're having both an I and a we working together and balancing out the closeness and separateness. And Savannah and I talk about boundaries and things, because a boundary is kind of like your skin or anything else. It's knowing where you begin and end and the other person begins and ends. So understanding in your family of origin what that would look like. This is the balance that we want to try to bring into our couple relationship. The other part is flexibility. How flexible refers to how open couples and families are to change. How open and flexible, or are they more rigid and constrained where there is no room for flexibility or openness? How do you balance stability and change? And indicators of flexibility are in your leadership, maybe your parents' leadership, relationship roles, discipline, rules. as with closeness, there are 5 levels of flexibility. Balanced levels, and then there are levels of flexibility are the most happy and healthy, while the 2 unbalanced levels are more problematic. So we want you to go through and compare how each of you described your couple relationship, and then begin comparing your family of origin with your partner's family on the closeness and flexibility, and go through the remainder of the workbook. But look at and ask these questions. How similar or different were your families in terms of closeness and flexibility? How might the similarities or differences in your relationship impact your current relationship? And then what from your family of origin would you like to repeat in your relationship? And maybe what do you not want to bring into your family relationship? And how satisfied are you with the current level of closeness and flexibility that you're experiencing in your couple relationship now? And then consider ways you might increase or decrease closeness and flexibility. So take a look at that this week. We're going to be going through next week. There's a closeness exercise and some practical tips in there that we want you to take a look at and begin to work through that together through the workbook. So we look forward to seeing you next week, week 10. And Savannah and I are signing off. Make this your best week, and we'll see you soon. Let's get it together. Take care.